Hey guys, I'm back with John.
Hello.
We are going to be doing the best friend tag. I did this with Robin last time I went and visited her, but she said she wasn't going to post it until she tried her hand at editing. So Robin, if you are watching and you still have not attempted to edit that, please post that so I can link it. I'm skipping question 1 because we answered this in the Fiance Tag. That was how and when did we meet. Like I said, we answered that. I can link that below for you guys. Question 2 is, what's your favorite memory together? What's yours?
That's a good, tough one. It's probably when you were over for Christmas and we were playing with the baby bunnies.
Yeah.
And then, I got to see the look on your face while you were holding the little baby bunny that was barely even, big enough to cup in your hand.
Was it coffee or cinnamon I was holding?
It was cinnamon because she was bright red.
Right. Because I remember I got to hold all 3 of them so they could get used to me, but there was one in particular that kept trying to lick my fingers.
Yeah. Cinnamon was a sweetheart.
Question 3. Describe each other in one word. That's kind of difficult.
You want to go first or me?
I'm going to go first for this one.
Oh, you didn't even answer the
Yeah,
question?
and for the previous question, my favorite memory is probably prom. Just because, like I said, the previous year, I didn't have anybody to go with and it was kind of difficult.
Right.
Question 3 is describe each other in one word. That is... The word that immediately comes to mind when I think of you is protective.
Yeah. It's either protective or aggressive for me. That's definitely for sure. But for the word to describe you, it would probably be. I have to think about this one because there's a lot of them.
I'm assuming you mean that in a good way.
Well, yeah. You know me. I don't do negative.
Making sure.
You know me. I don't do negative. That's just rude. I'd have to say cuddly because you're very, very fun to hug and snuggle with.
And based off of personality trait, what would be the one word you'd use?
Probably loving. Either loving or motherly because you're very.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. Well, because you definitely have the maternal instinct kind of thing down.
Yeah. Okay, I think this one we answer for each other. Question 4 is, what's your dream job? I know yours is author. You've been writing for
either author or let's play, like a let's play content creator. Yeah. It's just one of those things. Like I've got one. I'm working on one, and the other one I just kind of can't get the wherewithal to do it.
Okay, so what would you guys mind to be?
Probably either a school nurse or some kind of medical assistant of some kind.
You're actually really close. Combine the two.
Trying to remember. It's like the child doctor. I don't want to say it's child practitioner because that doesn't sound
pediatrician.
Right. Pediatrician, right? Okay.
Number 5, I'm skipping because this is more of a girl best friend question. It's favorite makeup brand, but we are skipping that one because he doesn't particularly like makeup on me anyway. Okay, this is an interesting one. Question 6. What is something that annoys you about the other person? Wow. Forgot that was on here. I totally forgot that one was on here.
I don't know. I think sometimes it's you do kind of have a stubborn streak from time to time.
Of certain things, yeah.
Yeah. Like sometimes you kind of don't want to listen to the voice of reason when I try to be it, but I still somehow manage to get through one way or another.
You get through easier a lot more than Mama does.
Well, yeah, but that's also because I drill it in a lot more.
And then
even going out of frame.
Yeah, the way the webcam is set up, we get in and out of frame a lot.
Yeah. I was trying to avoid that.
Yeah. If you guys remember the Q&A with my dad, it was hard to get him in frame. For me, the only thing I think I can really think of is you with the text thing that I mentioned in the Fiance Tag.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not your fault. That's your net being weird.
Either the cell tower close to where I live is tweaking, my phone is acting up, or that's generally a common thing with iPhones anyway.
True.
Or
you're playing a game and you don't hear it go off.
Yeah, because I have it on vibrate all the time, because if I don't, it actually, scares the poo out of me.
Question 7. If you could go anywhere in the world together, where would it be and why?
For me, it would probably be either Venice or just somewhere in Italy altogether, purely because that's one of the major art capitals.
Yeah.
And seeing all the really beautiful architecture and the paintings and things like that.
Being able to experience the culture element of it
would definitely be a big plus.
No, you'd be jealous of Fleur. She went to Venice for business the other week.
Well, yeah, but that's for business. When you're there for business, you hardly have time for fun.
Oh, she managed to, because she is writing her second book, and they had her go to Venice for inspiration for the book.
Yeah.
So she was able to just kind of walk around. But anyway, for me, it'd probably be Paris. A, for the simple fact that I've just always wanted to go, and B, I think it would be fun to experience that.
Yeah, plus Paris also has a lot of natural beauty and different landmarks that are, I definitely say marvels of human engineering, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's definitely got a lot of good places.
Question 8 is favorite inside joke. Do we have one? Because I don't think we do we?
I don't know, I'm trying to think of some, but I tend to forget inside jokes until someone references it.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. So we'll just skip that one because neither of us can really think of anything. If we can, by the end of it, we'll come back to it.
Yeah, because the inside jokes are one of those things, with me and her, they're spontaneous. We just out of the blue remember them and, blurt them out just because that's just how we are.
Yeah. Question 9, who takes longer to get ready in the morning? Honestly, if I'm actually doing a face of makeup, it's me. If I'm not, we're probably tied.
It depends on how early in the morning it is that I'm trying to get ready.
That too. I'm used to waking up early. He's not. So it varies. But if I am doing makeup, it would take me longer just because I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I think we guess for each other. Question 10 is favorite season.
Mine's definitely winter.
Mine's more fall.
Yeah.
Just because it's I like winter, but I swear ever since 2013 with all that bullcrap, I've gotten a lot more cold-natured than I usually am.
Well, I think
I'm always about to freeze my butt off.
I think whatever happened, it caused you're starting to get more sensitivity towards cold, whereas you used to be able to just stand out there in shorts and not be bothered by it.
Yeah, because I remember being out there with you when you were feeding the bunnies, and I was fine.
Yeah.
But
actually, no, that was way after 2013.
I was more fine than I am now. Is what I'm talking about.
Stretch out my legs.
Yeah, because now it's I have to have a heating blanket on the highest setting for me to even be comfortable, which was never the case with me.
Yeah, my whole thing is for winter. The reason it's my favorite is because it's quiet.
Yeah, it's a lot more quiet.
a lot of because where I live, there's a lot of trees and things like that where squirrels and some of the louder, more obnoxious birds like to roost, and
also kids are inside. They're not outside playing.
It depends.
Well, it's less common in winter.
Yeah, but there's no excess noise. You can stand outside and just listen to the wind and just enjoy the nice peace and quiet that you have.
Yeah, true.
Whereas during fall, autumn, and summer, it's just meh. You've got little kids playing out in the leaves and stuff like that, or during the summer you've got them scrambling up and down the hill because they're out of school and
they're all excited to be out.
Making all kinds of racket. Yeah. So I don't mind kids. It's just when they're pointlessly loud.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about the kids that live on this side of the road.
Yeah, but I also have a sensitivity to sound, like certain pitches and types of sound.
But you'd hate the little girl that lives up there because she screams like really loud.
Yeah. By the way, if it seems like we go off on tangents, this is just how we talk.
Yeah.
You're seeing a legitimate, unedited. Just this is how two human beings conversate.
This is why I do not edit, because I find the videos to be more interesting that way. I know some of you guys appreciate it, some of you don't, but
yeah. Well, I mean, it seems a lot more natural.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Question 11, favorite song. That's kind of a hard one.
I'm trying to think of one.
Well, I've got two that are popping in my head right now.
Hand me my phone.
It's still plugged up. So.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, you know what it is?
Yeah, it's I just recently kind of got into it, like the last time I was here visiting her. It's the song that plays in Jinx's trailer for League of Legends.
The League of Legends game, if you guys are familiar with that. I'm trying to remember the name of it, though.
Get Jinxed.
Oh, it's called Get Jinxed?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a lot, it's really high energy and just really fun, and it really highlights how crazy she is.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a nut job in that game, not gonna lie.
She is absolutely balls to the walls crazy.
But that's what makes her funny.
Oh, yeah.
And then, for me, like I said, it's two that I'm trying to decide between, both by the same person. One of the ones I'm thinking of, I linked to you last night.
Yeah.
I'll probably go with that one. It's, one of the Korean songs, and her name is Hyuna, and the song is called Red. So, because I've been getting into the more Korean music here lately.
Right.
This is an interesting one. Question 12. What is it like being best friends with someone who's obsessed with YouTube?
We're both pretty much the same in that boat.
Pretty much.
Like, she keeps up with a lot of the vloggers and, makeup people and, some of the Let's Play guys. I keep up purely with Let's Play guys. Like, I mean, just to list a few, the big names like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye.
You did like PewDiePie at one point, but his voice annoys you.
No, I never liked PewDiePie. I tried to like him, and it's nothing against the guy. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's nothing against him personally.
It's just his
accent.
His accent. It drives me up the wall. Like, just because I don't know what it is. Again, it's more of like one of those sensitivity to sound kind of things.
Right.
The way that he does pronunciations and just the way he speaks, it kind of grates on my nerves. So I just can't enjoy it. But like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, one of the ones that we have in common, Chugga Conroy.
You watch The Runaway Guys sometimes.
The Runaway Guys sometimes.
Masayanella sometimes.
Masayanella, but I also watch Sky Does Minecraft and his affiliated channels.
Yeah, I was trying to think of him because he does the Watch This Without Laughing.
Oh yeah, Do Not Laugh, which it's always hard to not laugh because some of it's just really goofy random stuff. But that's why I love it. So there's more people on the list like the Rooster Teeth guys, but that's a given for any guy who likes YouTuber stuff. If you haven't even peeked into Rooster Teeth stuff, then go do that.
Actually, I think Adrian has it.
Shame on him.
Yeah, I think he has it. Actually, I'll have to ask.
Well, I don't know. I doubt it. I think he's gone into Red versus Blue because I think we've talked about it before.
Okay. Well, that might be the only thing.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, this one I'm going to skip because, again, it's another girl's best friend question. Keep in mind I did not look at these before we started. So, again, unedited. Same thing with the next one. Question 13 is heels or flats, in case you guys are wondering. That is definitely a girl question. And then the next one is pants or dresses. Now, I will ask you this. What do you prefer on me?
Probably pants, just because they look cuter on you. Dresses, I'm not necessarily I'm not the kind of person that really likes a girl wearing a dress, just because I don't know, it's just something about it. It depends on the dress purely.
Right.
But definitely like pants and like a
shorts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go ahead and ask that in case people were wondering about that one. Question 15 is favorite animal. This one we guess for each other, I think. Like, you would guess what my favorite animal is, I guess yours.
Well, I know yours because you told it to me when I was talking to you about having a character made for you.
Yeah.
Which I'll get into that in a minute, just as an explanation.
Well, there's a picture of it on my Instagram that I have linked in the About Me tab that they can go look at.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still, just for people who haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I believe it was cheetah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheetah, leopard.
Yeah.
In that family. And yours, I want to say are wolves.
No, red panda.
Red panda's right.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of the two.
Yeah. Wolves are like a close third, but red pandas are definitely my favorite just because they're like oversized raccoons.
But look a lot cuter.
Yeah, they're a lot. Well, raccoons look cute anyway, but they're.
Not that big one that comes in our backyard. Heck no.
Well, I know, but I showed her a picture of it before. But there's this raccoon that's basically like as big as a loaf of bread.
He was huge.
He's fat. Like he is just like.
I saw that and I showed Mama and she went, "Is that a raccoon or something that was skinned with a raccoon?" Like she didn't know what it was.
But like to go into the explanation of what I said before, I have an artist friend over on For Affinity who has done some work for me in like commissions and stuff for character references, so that I have visuals to look at for when I do writing and stuff. Just to make it easier on myself to do character descriptions, because I have a lot easier time doing it while looking at a reference rather than doing it out of my head. So I had him do something for her, like make a character that represents her using like all of her favorite traits, like all of her favorite colors and her favorite animal and things like that. And so, that's kind of what that was all about. And again, she said she has a picture of it up on her.
Actually, I think I have a picture of the one Tyler's fiance did
on
my Instagram first.
Right. Well, that's the same thing, but this one, the one that I'm talking about was the reference sheet.
Yeah, the reference sheet isn't up there. The picture that.
Yeah. Well, I hope the reference sheet isn't up there.
No.
It just looks weird.
Although Amanda has her character's reference sheet on her Instagram, I'll show you that when we get there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Question 16: If your house was burning down and your entire family was sure to be okay, what would you save and why? And animals count as family.
Okay. Well, it would obviously be my. Yeah. If everyone else was guaranteed already safe, then I would definitely save my fucking PC because that's close to $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do that too.
And I don't have $1,000 that I can shell out every fucking day. Oops, sorry. Every day.
I should have put that as a disclaimer. There might have been some swearing in here.
Well, you can put that in the description or on the tag of the video.
Yeah, I can just say slight swearing for warning.
Yeah.
Because I try not to do that. Make it family friendly.
Yeah, mine just kind of slips out because I was doing good up until that point.
True.
It just kind of slipped out.
True. Okay, question 17. Comedy, horror, or chick flick? But the chick flick thing, I know that wouldn't be you.
Comedy, absolutely.
Mine's a tie between chick flick and comedy, actually, because some chick flicks can be funny.
Yeah.
It just depends. Like, the Legally Blondes are hilarious.
Well, I mean, after watching Deadpool.
Yeah, I can see why you would say that.
Yeah. Because, if any of you haven't seen Deadpool and are, still on the fence about seeing it, you need to go see it. Yeah. It is, by far, the funniest Marvel movie that they have ever made. And that's really saying something because they had a lot of really good jokes in the Iron Man movies.
Yeah. This is kind of an easy one. Question 18, BlackBerry or iPhone?
iPhone, obviously.
For the both of us.
Yeah. They're just more convenient.
Yeah. I was considering getting a BlackBerry at one point, but I was just
Yeah.
It probably would have been easier for, texting's sake, because of how often we text back and forth.
Well, but again, iPhone's just more convenient.
Yeah.
For everything.
True. Question 19 is favorite movie. Yours is probably going to be Deadpool after freaking watching that.
Because that's, I can't think of any other movie that I've seen because I'm so bad at remembering movies.
I was thinking Deadpool or maybe one of the Lord of the Rings, maybe one we watched.
Nah, I'm I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings guy, surprisingly. Like, I grew up watching them because my dad used to read the books and everything. And,
right.
He really liked it, so I was like, oh, I'm like 6 years old, so I don't exactly have a say in the matter, so I guess I'll just watch this.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think it would have to be just for atmospheric purposes. It would be yes, I know I'm obviously setting myself up to get crucified for saying this, but the Star Wars prequels, just because it showed the more like the
backstory.
No, the cities and everything, the cities and the atmosphere of where the different alien races were and everything, and it just showed how everything was laid out and set up, and how different people were portrayed and stuff like that. I don't necessarily care about the story of the prequels just because I've watched them enough times. I've just stopped caring.
Right.
But I love atmosphere. Like, I love things like, especially Mass Effect. Mass Effect did a fantastic job of doing that. That's why I wish they would make a movie, because they've got so much. Well. Yeah, they've got so much room to put stuff in to make a really good movie as long as the budget was fine.
I feel like they would do really well with the Elder Scrolls too, though, in that aspect.
Yeah, but it would depend.
It depends on who's directing it and what kind of budget they have.
It wouldn't depend on who's directing it. It would depend on what era they have it set in.
Right.
If they have it set in the Skyrim era, it wouldn't do very well just because everything's gray and gloomy.
Well, I feel like if they did it in the Oblivion era.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because the Oblivion era was so bright and vibrant. It had like all these autumn colors, like lots of greens and oranges and blues.
Yeah.
And, and still they occasionally had their, well, not occasionally, like majority of that game was placed underground in like different dungeons and things. But just outside, the atmosphere was so much more beautiful.
Right.
So I think just in terms of looks, the movie would be fantastic. Now, it would really come down to the writing.
Right.
Of how the movie would look, how the movie would come out. But, altogether. Now, one game series I think would make a terrible movie would be Fallout, just because there's so many movies like that now.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
Question 20. What is something weird that you eat? I think we guessed this for each other.
I don't even know.
I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
Well, I guess for me the weirdest thing that I've seen you eat is that veggie bacon stuff, even though I do like it too.
Yeah, the vegetarian chicken that's in there too.
Well, I wasn't really talking about the chicken. I've never seen you eat that, so.
Well, it's in there, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, they make like, if you guys know like the Morningstar brand, they do like the vegetarian options for like chicken and bacon and things like that for people that still want it.
Yeah, and Morningstar does a good job with those.
Yeah, they do.
I've had some of their veggie burgers before, and they actually tasted like real beef, surprisingly. So.
Yeah, because they'll do a lot of different stuff. I think they have one that's like a spicy black bean burger or something. Something to that effect.
Neato.
Anyway, can't really think of anything for you though.
I'm trying to think. Like the best way that the oddest thing that I think I've eaten would be cheddar flavored ramen.
That probably would be kind of different, but I don't know if I would consider that really weird because it's just a flavor of ramen that they came out with.
I know, but there's a lot of my friends that eat ramen just regularly because that's one of those things. It's cheap and easy to get, but they're just like cheddar. I don't want to look at that. It's like it's just macaroni basically.
In a sense, they are right.
Yeah, and it's just macaroni and broth. That's essentially what it is. But I mean, it's still. I don't knock it till you try it, especially like if you've got some chicken bouillon stuff that you can
mix with it.
It's really good.
Yeah. And question 21. Do you guys have anything matching? We have a matching necklace, but is that it?
We have a matching necklace, and I think we had one more thing, but I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember either. I just know the necklaces because they're both over here.
That's sad when I can't remember something like that because it's kind of important to keep track of.
Well, like I said, the necklace is really the only thing I can think of because.
Well, I mean, if I don't think it really counts, but we have matching games.
We have the same taste in games, so we'll end up getting.
I forgot to bring back your Ruby.
That's fine. You can do it next time. Yeah. He borrowed my copy of Omega Ruby to play.
Yeah.
So that's where that came in.
Yeah. But like I said, this is just kind of how we talk. So I mean,
I figured
it popped into my head, and I'm just like,
since you're just sitting here, I'll just show the design that it looks like.
Yeah.
This is his. It was sitting on the nightstand. I just figured I'd show you guys.
Yeah. And we got these from a very, I want to say it's called Keeper's Cove, and they are a craft, I guess it's like a craft group on Etsy.
Yeah, if I can find the link, if you can find the link it to me on Skype, and then I can link it in the description when I post this.
Right, and I'll be sure to do that because they are very talented at what they do. They've got all kinds of really, really beautiful necklaces. In fact, there was one that I was thinking of getting it's like clockwork with wings coming off of it. It's really, really cool. So, but that's you guys can check it out. It's if it's not in the description, it's Keeper's Cove, KeyPersCove.
Yeah,
COV.
So like the word for key spelling.
Yeah.
Instead of the literal spelling of keepers.
Yeah.
And the last one is, what is your favorite TV show? You don't watch much TV.
Well, I know, but if I had to choose, it would probably be Castle.
I've never seen that. It's funny.
It's like one of those crime shows, kind of like CSI Miami, except it's humor based. Okay. I think yours, didn't you say, is CSI or Special Victims Unit?
One of them, yes. Yeah. It's Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Here lately, I've been getting into Fixer Upper on HGTV. It's a couple is Chip and Joanna Gaines, I think is their name.
Oh yeah.
And they take couples around homes that really need to be fixed up, but then they'll fix them up for them and then surprise them with how it looks. And sometimes they get a lot of equity just for that alone.
Yeah, but they also show some of their family stuff.
Yeah, because they have 4 kids, so they show the kids interacting.
Yeah,
I think during one episode, the kids brought the mom's cupcakes and she was decorating it as a way to surprise her.
Yeah, or the Christmas, when I was over here for Christmas, they had them fixing up that bed and breakfast that they were making, and they had their entire family over there.
Yeah.
For that was actually really something special to watch.
And there was an episode where Chip decided to surprise Joanna for their anniversary, and he brought her family, all of her family, all of his family, and they have a barn in the back, and had them all in there. And so when he opened the sliding door to the barn, everybody just yelled surprise, so she was really surprised for it. And she said, in 20 years of marriage, you have never once surprised me. You surprised me today, and he did a little happy dance. He was happy. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that was the last question of the tag. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you again for doing this one.
No problem, sweetheart.
I'm going to see if he'll do one more. I was thinking maybe you answering some of their frequently asked questions.
Okay.
Something different.
Whatever works.
But we'll see you guys in the other video, and then I will see you guys in another video another time. Bye, guys.